Man, the volatility is real when it comes to stocks like AMC and GameStop and things like Dogecoin. We've seen the prices go up and down recently, and it's like, what's going on here? Where are these stocks going? Are they going to go up? Are they going to go down? Is it time to get in? Is it time to sell? So in this video, we're going to be talking about the upcoming earnings release for AMC and what it could mean for the company, what it could mean for the stock price, and really what analysts are expecting to happen. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2021 the best year ever. We're going to grow our portfolios together, and we're just going to grow together. Now, if you like the content on this channel, please don't forget to click that like button. If the subscribe button is still red, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, become a bro, and let's grow these portfolios together. All right, AMC, it's been an absolute hot stock this year. We've seen it go from, it shot up from $5 to $20 one day, and then it's back down, and then it's up, and it's been an absolute roller coaster. So AMC closed around $8.50 per share today, and we've got an earnings release coming up on March 10th. So what should we expect? Is it going to be good news? Is it going to be bad news? And whether or not it's good news or bad news, is it going to affect the share price? You know, there's so much going on with companies like GameStop and AMC right now that I'm a little bit skeptical on whether or not an earnings report will actually move the price of the stock, because there's so much being driven by retail investors and people holding the stock and really buying it because they like the stock, right? I mean, the earnings reports, we know we were just in a pandemic. We know that revenue is going to be down for retail stores, for places like movie theaters. We know the revenue is going to be down. It's kind of just like, how much is it down? Is it more than these analysts expect? And yes, they do expect revenue to have declined. So let's talk a little bit about that. Analysts are expecting that AMC is going to report a net earnings loss, which would be a roughly 1,000% decrease in earnings over the last year. So this means that earnings, I think they said they were around like a little over $3, a $3 net loss on earnings per share, and this is a 1,000% decline over the last year. Obviously a huge drop, but this is what analysts are expecting. So how could this go? If AMC reports earnings that are better than this could increase the stock price. If AMC reports earnings that are lower than this, it could decrease the stock price. But that's in a normal situation and in a normal scenario, right? And if we've seen anything and experienced anything lately, we know that these aren't normal trading conditions. So take that with a grain of salt. Take this earnings release, just for what it is, okay? Don't put too much pressure on it, especially because analysts, I never see analysts get anything right on the money. They're always high, they're always low. They're just guessing. They're people guessing. Obviously, they're educated guesses, right? But at the end of the day, it's people guessing, and nobody ever is 100% accurate. Now, let's talk about revenue expectations, because, of course, we expect revenue to decline, right? So they're expecting revenue to be, I think it was a little over $100 million in the fourth quarter of 2020, and this is an 87% decrease from the year prior. So we're expecting revenue to have declined roughly 90% over the last year, and it's obviously due to the pandemic, right? Nobody's going to the movie theaters right now. We know this. There's no huge box office releases. Big cities aren't allowing people in movie theaters, and if there are movie theaters open, it's sectioned off seating, and there's a lot less seats available. So, of course, we expect revenue to decline, right? Now, I want to point out a couple other things towards the end of this video. So, obviously, like earnings, it's the same deal. If they beat revenue expectations, it could be good for the stock. If they fall short of revenue expectations, it could be bad for the stock. But like I said before, we're not trading in normal times right now. So really, we're just going to have to play it out and see what happens and see where this earnings release goes, which is expected to be on March 10th. So we do have about a week left before we see this earnings report, and I'm really excited for it. I do believe that this could be a good thing for the company. Now, I want to point out because this is very interesting to me. We're talking about 1,000% decline in earnings per share, right? We're talking about a 90% decline in revenue. So what does this mean? Let's just use some round numbers here so it's easy. If revenue was $1 billion and now it's at $100 million, that's a 90% decline in revenue. If we get back to normal, okay, if we go back to normal and the same amount of people are going to movie theaters, we're going to have 1,000% increase in revenue. Now, this is going to be an excellent earnings release when that happens. If we see 1,000% increase in revenue, that could be very good news for the stock. Now, here's the thing that I'm kind of questioning right now, and I really want to know what you guys think too, because I know what's going to happen. If we see 1,000% increase in revenue, they're going to play it off and just say, well, yeah, but it's just back to normal. So this 1,000% increase in revenue really isn't an increase at all. They're going to do what they can to kind of deter people from seeing how good that increase is, right? I mean, they want the stock to go down. We know they want the stock to go down. Everybody's betting against it. But the good news, that's the silver lining on this fact. They've been able to stay through the pandemic. It looks like they're going to survive the pandemic, right? I mean, they've been able to restructure. They offered new shares. They've paid down current debts, things like that. It looks like they're going to be able to survive the pandemic, and people are going to be going to the movie theaters again. So we should see 1,000% increase in revenue once things get back to normal. And the same deal for the earnings report. It might not be as big, I don't know what kind of related expenses they're going to have for, doing all this and everything and bringing everybody back on board and, paying all these employees again that were furloughed and stuff like that. So earnings might not be as correlated. It might not be some direct correlation with the revenue. But look, 1,000% increase in revenue is definitely a possibility. Now, here's also what I'm thinking. People have spent a year without going to the movies, right? Now, of course, there's going to be a lot of people who might be a little bit afraid to go back to normal and to go back out there and things like that. But on a normal basis, you've got people, they go to the movies once a month. Some people go twice a month and whatever it is. I don't know the average for who goes to the movies and things like that. But people have been in the house a long time. They've been out of the movie theaters a very long time. We could see a surge of people wanting to get out, go on these dates, go on these, movie runs. They want to go to the theater. There's going to be that demand there that's been locked up for over a year. You lock the people up, you lock them down in their houses and everything, but the demand, it boils over and it boils over. So we really could see a surge of people wanting to go to the movies. And this 1,000% increase in demand that I was talking about, we could see a 1,200 or 1,500% increase in demand once things get back to normal because of the surge in demand from these people who, maybe they liked going to the movies once every 2 months or something. But they've spent a year without the movies, so they're going to be going. The people who go every week are going to be going. The people who go once every 6 months are going to be going. Everybody's going to want to go to the movie theaters, and we could see a huge increase in revenue because of this fact alone. So I'm excited about that, and I believe that could be an excellent silver lining for, the decrease in demand that we're seeing right now and that we've seen throughout the last year. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think I'm kind of crazy here for saying that, this is the silver lining? We could see increased demand, or do you think people are going to, want to stay at home and want to stay in, and they've just gotten used to things like Netflix and Hulu and all the different places that you can stream? Let us know down in the comments below if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, and what your expectations are for the upcoming earnings reports. Look, analysts, they're excellent. We need analysts out there, but they're just guessing too. So I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. If you think this is going to be a good earnings release, if you think we're going to miss expectations, or if it doesn't matter, if trading is just so irrational right now and people are really wanting to see these stocks go to the moon, that the only way is up. So if you guys like the content on this channel, please don't forget to click that like button. If the subscribe button is still red, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, become a bro, and let's grow our portfolios together. And look, if you're brand new to investing and you don't yet have a brokerage account, or you're thinking about trading brokers, there's a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account, and you're going to get a couple free stocks along the way just for doing so, and it's really going to help pad your portfolio right from the start. And if you guys want to share this video, make sure to do so and tag me at Claybro. You can tag me almost anywhere, and I'd love to follow you guys back and really see what everybody's interested in investing in. So until the next time, guys, I hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.